The low cost of Carnival Cruises almost raises suspicions. I mean, how can you have a cabin to crash in, limitless meals, shows, pools, and live music for the same price as 2 nights at a Holiday Inn while sailing the Caribbean for a whole week? It doesn't add up, does it? There is a method to the madness, it turns out. Carnival has mastered the art of low-cost travel, and now I'm revealing the 10 ingenious business strategies that make them the undeniable leaders of low-cost cruise. It's not only generosity, spoiler alert. Every free burger, every cheap ticket, and every 2-for-1 martini conceals a plan. And after witnessing Carnival's success, you will never view a deal in the same manner. You might be blown overboard by these secrets, so grab your life jacket. The Walmart of the Seas plan comes in first. One sentence sums up Carnival's entire business strategy: volume, volume, volume. They want millions of ordinary people, not a select few high-end travelers. No other cruise line in the world transports as many passengers annually as Carnival. Compare it to a high-end boutique store in Walmart. Selling large volumes of goods at a low profit margin is how Walmart generates revenue. Carnival performs the same thing, but they offer you cruises to Cozumel instead of cheap laundry detergent. Since their ships are frequently completely booked, they can occasionally afford to maintain low base costs when they are fully occupied. There is a plan in place to fill every bed and every cruise. Spending at bars, casinos, spas, and souvenir shops increases with the number of passengers. That's the key. If they know you'll gladly spend $15 on frozen margaritas every night, they don't need to charge you a fortune for the ticket. Second, older ships are less expensive. An additional. The big secret is that Carnival doesn't mind keeping its ships in service for a lot longer than some of their rivals. Carnival proudly puts older ships out to sea for decades, while luxury companies boast about their gleaming new ships. The ship is essentially the same, even if they occasionally renovate them, add a water slide, change the carpet, and possibly even install Shaq's Chicken Place. The problem is that older ships are less expensive to run. Carnival isn't worried about billion-dollar loans hanging over their heads because they've already been paid off. New ships like Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, which took more than $2 billion to construct, are in contrast. Carnival maintains a fleet that consists of both new flagships and aging workhorses in order to save money. It would be similar like keeping your dependable Toyota Corolla for 20 years rather than exchanging it for a Tesla every 2 years. Perhaps less glamorous, but definitely less expensive. You'll have lower fares as a result. The third is that cabins should have few extras. As soon as you enter a Carnival stateroom, you'll notice something. Everything is all right. Not great, not terrible, just okay. The cabins are comfortable, tidy, and well-maintained. However, unlike premium lines, they aren't covered in marble or gold leaf. You're not going to get baths the size of miniature swimming pools, butlers, or champagne on ice. Instead, you're given a bed, a television, a bathroom that is essentially the size of a closet, and, if you're lucky, a towel folded into a swan. And that's intentional. Carnival is aware that you won't be in your cabin all day. You're having a great time swimming, dancing, eating, and drinking. So why spend money on ostentatious rooms? They drastically reduce the cost of construction and upkeep by keeping cabins simple. It's the low-cost airline seat on a cruise. It's not opulent, but it does the job. Additionally, they can pass on the savings they make there to you in the shape of discounted fares. Fourth, profit machines are equal to ports of call. This is a cunning secret. The cheap ticket is more about where the ship takes you than it is about the ship itself. Carnival is aware that you will spend a lot of money once you leave the gangway at Cozumel, Nassau, or Half Moon Cay. Jet skis, beach passes, dolphin swims, snorkeling expeditions, and shore excursions are all heavily marked up. Carnival collaborates with regional tour companies, keeps their cut, and then charges an additional $150 for the privilege of swimming with stingrays on that inexpensive $300 trip. Before you ever visit the duty-free stores, that is. It's similar like buying a few items at Costco and then magically bringing back a whole kayak and a year's worth of protein powder. Carnival is wagering that once you're enticed into paradise, you'll spend a lot of money, which is why the cruise fare is so inexpensive. In most cases, they are correct. Fifth, food is an upsell opportunity and a regulated expense. Carnival frequently promotes all-you-can-eat meals. Indeed, you can eat pizza, ice cream, and hamburgers until your stretchy trousers give out. Behind the scenes, however, Carnival uses food in a very calculated way. They concentrate on meals that can be produced in large quantities at a low cost. Because they are affordable, satisfying, and popular, staple foods include bread, pasta, chicken, and burgers. The brilliant twist is here. The provided food is fine, but the best stuff is more expensive. Do you want to eat at a steakhouse? That's $48 for each individual. Do you have a need for sushi, specialty coffee, or one of those enormous blinking souvenir cocktails? Yes, that is also extra. Carnival offers just enough variety in meals to satisfy your cravings while luring you in with more expensive selections. It is comparable to Netflix in that it offers a basic subscription while making you swoon over the 4K Ultra HD version. Before we cruise into number 6, we make a brief pit stop. Tell me in the comments what your onboard guilty pleasure was, if you've ever been surprised by how inexpensive Carnival is, or if you've sailed with them before. Did the boys eat burgers? Was it pizza late at night, or endless drinks beside the swimming pool? Press the like button if you're already hungry. Additionally, remember to subscribe as I will be sharing many more cruise secrets with you soon. Okay, let's go back on board. Now let's discuss number 6. Budget-friendly entertainment comes in 6th. There is entertainment at Carnival everywhere. Broadway-style performances, live music, trivia nights, comedy shows, karaoke, and poolside competitions. Here's the trick, though. The majority of this entertainment is reasonably priced for them to offer. Carnival only uses competent but reasonably priced performers, rather than major Broadway stars or cruise lines like Royal Caribbean or MSC would. Comedy clubs are inexpensive to operate. Staff-hosted game shows are essentially free. All you need for karaoke is a microphone and a courageous person who believes they can sing like Adele after 3 mojitos. Carnival provides continuous entertainment without breaking the purse with extravagant shows. In essence, they are operating an adult summer camp that never stops. Additionally, the cost of camp counselor energy is not billions of dollars. The true prize, alcohol and extras, is number 7. This is where Carnival's low-cost approach truly pays off. Alcohol. Carnival sells a lot of alcohol, including the frozen pina colada at the pool. They probably make it for less than $1, but you're spending $125 per person. The bar is now making millions of dollars when you multiply it by the thousands of patrons that come in every day to sip. Carnival is also skilled at seducing you. There are bartenders everywhere. Drinks are kept flowing throughout happy hours, and until you understand that you would need to drink like a pirate to break even, the Cheers drink package, which can cost over $60 per day, seems like a good deal. In addition to alcohol, amenities like Wi-Fi, spa services, gambling, and kid-friendly arcade games are all positioned to take more money out of your wallet. Yes, that $2.99 cruise is inexpensive up front, but Carnival makes money from the upsells at sea. The 8th is substantial ship savings through standardization. Carnival constructs its ships in classes, which means that different ships have the same design. Conquest Class, Vista Class, and Dream Class. They all follow the same blueprint. Why? Because cookie-cutter designs are incredibly cost-effective. Carnival takes advantage of economies of scale in everything from building to employee training to spare parts. Consider it similar to IKEA furniture. You can essentially construct the entire fleet of Billy bookcases once you've found out how to put one together. Carnival stays away from extremely intricate, one-of-a-kind designs that are more expensive to run and maintain. Efficiency comes from standardization, and you might have cheaper fares as a result. The 9th is to concentrate on shorter cruises. Carnival focuses mostly on shorter voyages, typically lasting 3 to 7 days, although other cruise lines enjoy offering lengthy luxury trips lasting 2 weeks. Why? Because shorter cruises are easier to market, less expensive to operate, and draw in first-time passengers looking for a brief vacation. Consider it. A 12-night Mediterranean excursion is much more scary than a 4-day Bahamas cruise departing from Miami. Shorter journeys result in more passengers overall, faster turnover, and more frequent sailings.